Yes, so my people are done pause out to shame, shame, shame. Shame on Inec. Shame on Inec chairman, Mr. Mahmood. Shame on you. People travel all the way from USA, Gambia, Libya, any beer. They came to Nigeria to vote. And you what? You rob them of their mandate. Shame on you. But let me shock you, sir. Peter Obi or nobody else. It's either you return the mandate back to Peter Obi or we reconduct election. Now we get money, and Nigeria get money. Let's reconduct this election or you give the mandate back to Obi. I want people to watch this video. Comment your opinion and share this video. Hear what people say. People that came all the way from UK, Canada to come and vote in Nigeria. Hear what happened.
My name is Dr. Kingsman Obinna Chikelu. As we witnessed a few days ago, as organized by Inec, was not free and fair to the standard that we expected. One, on invitation, we had several briefings by Inec. I want to stand to say, most of us to leave our different job activities and families in the diaspora to respect this noble cause in Nigeria. As for observing this election, we are not here to joke. The various briefings we received from INEC was all about how they are organized and how they are ready. But on the day of the election, all of us here witnessed the drama that was contrary to what the briefing was before the day of the election. Especially the issue of uploading the results of the presidential votes. Myself personally and others witnessed that the Vivas was not doing the transmission of the result to the server from the polling unit. We were all worried, and we came back to Abuja the next day as the collation was going on to say that what we witnessed in the polling unit wasn't actually what we were briefed before, as for the use of the VIVAX as the game changer that even made all of us. Some came from as far as Oceania, about $4,000 flight ticket. Some came from DR Congo, not less than $1,500 flight ticket. Some came from Monrovia, some came from France. So when we calculate this sacrifice, we are not here to witness an unserious process. If that's the case, we prefer watching it in the television and we say, okay, that's our usual way. But the call for getting it right was issued months before the day. And that is what motivated us to come. And as we witnessed what was going on, sincerely speaking, majority of us rushed back to Abuja to lay this complaint, even as the collation was going on, and nobody was ready to look into that. So that's why we made our stand, and today reinforcing our stand, the stand of NIDO worldwide, as we are reinforcing, is that this election is not free and fair. Secondly, we are using this opportunity to call on INEC to upload the results that reflects the voting of Nigerians. The results as reflect the voting of Nigerians. You know, I can use myself as a case study. I'm a trained medical doctor, a traumatologist on specialization. It takes me to tell a patient who complained of headache, insistent headache, continually. Normally, the diagnosis can say, okay, this may be malaria, this may be insomnia, anything that can lead to that. But if I want to be pragmatic, I may call the patient and say, can we go on CT scan? This will enable me to convince the patient on the condition that leads to this headache. And I will tell this patient the price, the cost of CT scan, which the patient will pay because he needs a good result, a good diagnosis to know what is causing the ailment. Take it for example that after the patient agree and pay such huge sum of CT scan, I, his doctor, still go back on manual examination and telling him, well, let's go straight on your medication on the same hypothesis of it may be this, it may be that. Why not be pragmatic enough? This patient have paid for a CT scan. Why not use this opportunity to get the image of the CT scan and even point to the patient, can you see this collection of hematoma here? It is intradural or extradural. Sorry for using most of the medical term. I'm just trying to create a picture. Because this patient paid for this CT scan. And by the time I'm doing this explanation, we are working together with him, both in physical and spiritual presence. And he understands what is going through, and it will give him the proper healing that we are looking for. With that physical and touchable explanation that he paid for. So I don't know why Nigerians will call for a budget of taxpayers' money to improve on a system of technology today, as we know we're in the jet age, and that after paying that, we still see the same umpire coming with paper, bic, and biro, collating results and announcing it. To me, it's an insult, because you can't guarantee the proper treatment that you promised the patient. So on that note, we come to the second point on this press briefing to say it clearly. As civilized citizens of Nigeria living in the diaspora, we have trust in our judicial system. We have trust. And we are using this opportunity to extend our demand again for the second time to the judiciary that they should not disappoint us and the entire Nigerians. They should say the law the way it is. As it stands, we all know that that is the last hope of the common man. That the last hope of the common man be as it is. That's the third demand. The judiciary should do the needful and redeem the image of whatsoever transpired that day by bringing the common man to his right. Then we are also calling for calm, because since after the election, we in the leadership of Nigerians in diaspora have received a lot of calls, and it is not funny. We are calling for calm in different chapters of Nigerians' leadership in the diaspora, the student union in the diaspora, the traders union, the professional unions, the Ohaneze Ndigbo in the diaspora, the Odua group in the diaspora, the Ariwa group in the diaspora. We know our structures, and we are using this opportunity to call for calm. Let's not jump the gun. Let's give the judiciary this opportunity to do the needful. And finally, I want to say a little word in French, because I noticed a lot of congratulatory messages coming from the foreign governments. These are the people who are telling us that we are not doing it right. And when we are saying that we need to sort things, they are the people to jump the gun and say congratulations. It's a double standard. I want to use this opportunity to address particularly on the French president. Il faut toujours connaître la vérité de la une. Les élections au Nigeria, ce n'était pas dans la droiture des élections comme prévu. Il faut rester dans la vérité de la une. L'élection, ce n'est pas bon. Cette élection, ce n'est pas bon. So that is it.